kind of looks, but it was just so obvious. And if he wouldn't have done that, I would have questioned if it was him. I would have questioned, but the way that he did it, because he seems like when you talk to him, he's a no bullshit guy. The way he did it was just so bullshitty, was just so, like, he can't act. Like, the guy cannot act at all. And it was just like, when he deals with stuff, I watch him, and he's not a bullshit kind of guy, and he was just laying it on so fucking thick. And if he would have just done nothing, not done that, I would have still had questions, like, is he getting in there, or is the tree blocking the camera, and they're getting somebody? But I was just like, after he did that, and when he said it to me, I was like, yeah, it's close enough, whatever, I didn't care. But I was like, yep, he's definitely coming to my place, because he's trying to separate himself from it. I think he really doesn't know what's going on. He's kind of doing it, but he's scared there could be, some repercussions for his actions, because it's catching him on camera and stuff like that. So I think he's kind of watching his back, or covering his back. I don't know. I don't know if I want to give up that place just yet, because there are cameras just everywhere. So the strange, bizarre behavior that these people are doing, will be caught on camera sometimes. Without me even having it on camera, and I can maybe go to the manager. If she sees people coming in and out of the apartment upstairs, the condo upstairs, and then I'm going up there and knocking just to say, hey, I'm not making too much noise. She could maybe help me put two and two together. So I'm just not sure. I don't know if that'll really work. The way this is so big, I really see that, awareness, defending and buying time, and big awareness out in society is really the only way to push forward, because it's going to be protected, like on these personal levels, like our personal targeting. It's just going to be protected by corrupt people in our society, and because it's coming from the DOD or Departments of Defense of a lot of different countries. Robert Duncan said, probably like, no, it was Barry Trower who said about 45 countries who are involved in this stuff. I want to find out the countries that aren't involved, but I think they can still follow you there. And then Robert Duncan said something that really he said this, y'all, so listen up. He said, as long as you're below the ionosphere, one light truck with a trailer, he said, as long as you're below the ionosphere, they can get you. And he said that on an interview that I posted on YouTube. That's why I keep shouting at the top of my lungs to you guys, this is over the horizon radar. That is the main delivery mechanism that we're getting hit with as target individuals. Like, I think if you get far enough away from, they might have to move to satellite or something like that. They might put drones around you to make you think that it's drones hitting you, because they've tried to do that to me before. But the thing is, I was like, oh, y'all are trying to make me think that y'all are hitting me with drones, and they stopped. They did it like a couple of times, drones, and I was just like, I know it's over the horizon radar, like you can send drones around, but I think they actually, I take that back. I'm not sure that I think they can hit you with drones. So please, I'm going back. I'm slowing down on that one. So don't jump at me yet, guys. I think they do that. They weren't doing it to me. And they may, in some people's situation, put drones around them to make them think they're being hit by drones, but they don't need to do that. They don't need to have stuff in the air, because they have remote stations where they can hit you anywhere on the world using the ionosphere. They can shoot. It's like stuff that a submarine would use, and they shoot it and they can bounce it off of the ionosphere to hit you anywhere on the world. Like, so even if I was in Australia, they could still hit me, because they would bounce it off of the ionosphere for the curvature of the Earth. So I think that is the main delivery mechanism, not the only one. So don't jump on me, guys. I know that some people do get hit by drones. I just don't. They tried to trick me like that. So when you're in your situation and you see drones, just be kind of thinking about that, because they've tried to do that a lot to me. They've tried to have drones, a bunch of them in my parents' neighborhood one time, and I was like, I was like, I know y'all have over the horizon radar, and they didn't do it anymore. But if I would have been like, oh, those drones are hitting me, they would have kept doing it. They would have made sure to keep doing it. And I'm not saying nobody they still use a lot of delivery mechanisms. I'm just saying, please think about that when you're being hit. They don't need a lot of this stuff in the air to hit you. They've got remote stations that have over-the-horizon radar, and they don't need to go to all that trouble to like drive by in cars or have planes fly over you and shoot you and stuff like that. They don't need to. They can sit in their homes and just hit you at any angle they want to with over-the-horizon radar. So just think about that, and I'm not 100% sure about every delivery mechanism and how much every delivery mechanism is used. So please don't jump down my throat, or do jump down my throat. You know, if you're somebody who gets hit by drones, and you know, somebody who has planes and they're hanging out of the planes with weapons, and please yell at me. Please comment and give your opinion. You know, that's always welcome. And I don't know everything. You know, I don't know a lot about this stuff, so because it is on the other side of us. We have roller coasters over there. There are people riding roller. I gotta go over there. Wonder how this stuff would work on a roller coaster, huh? Oh, I didn't know. I guess it's just a summer park. I want to go on the roller coasters. But anyway, guys, I guess that's I kind of passed over 30 minutes, so I'm going to 45 minutes. I'm not doing too bad, but the guy upstairs, he just he got some more EHF, today. So, my defenses were working really good. I was barely feeling anything, and I think they knew that. I mean, I think they not because of me saying anything or thinking anything. It's just, I think they monitor that. They kind of monitor if you're calm, and if you're way too calm, you know, they've got to find another delivery mechanism for torture, for pain, for making you anxious or angry. I was just way too calm today and yesterday. Kind of just sitting there with my arms folded, not responding to the B2K, and watching interviews with Robert Duncan and getting on the calls. I actually did some really good work at the charity yesterday. I'm like working on a couple of grants. I had to really pump myself up, and I worked for about I worked a long time on the grants, but it's like I had to leave the office because they were hitting me in both sides of my jaws, and it was like starting to pop. Like both of the sides of my jaws were starting to pop, so I had to get up and leave. But I did. But I'm getting on some grants. I'm getting on some actually good work. Doing a lot of good work and setting it up. I think I'm gonna really, because of the way the job is, my mom just wants me to get stuff done. She doesn't care when. I'm gonna take whatever kind of little spurts that I have, just in working maybe 2-hour intervals on it all throughout the week, instead of just putting all my work in a single day. So that's kind of going good, and I'm still getting hit. I mean, they're hitting me in the throat right now, and then they did the high pitch ringing. I guess I think what they may have did is, I've been sleeping in that room a lot and not sleeping under my copper, and so I think they moved. I think they moved the stuff from that bedroom, the high pitch emitters from that room, into the other room. I think that's what they did. They may not have gotten new ones, but there's 100% somebody is right above me. That's 100 million %, and they are involved in this. And that's horrible. I think they do that very easily to me. And there's a one light 18-wheeler behind me. The one light 18-wheeler. What company is it? Oh no, that's not a one light 18-wheeler. Got both lights. Never mind, I was wrong. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I mean 100% there's somebody up there and they are involved. I put toilet cakes in my toilet, and that's when they started amping up the weapons. Because like I'd usually just hear them pouring stuff in my pipes, and I think that kind of broke down. They may have had some toxins coming through there that amped up the electromagnetic frequencies, but I put some toilet cakes in there that kill bacteria and kill everything. So I think that's why they're turning their localized weapons up above me. And I think they do that very easily to us. You know, they can put people biased because, you know, that's, you know, my neighbor was doing it to me, and then if they put somebody above me at the condo, my parents think I'm crazy already. So if I'm like, hey, there are people above me, you know, trying to kill me now, people are like, you say that every time, every place you're at. So they do this stuff very easily. People don't know the protocol. They don't know that people are this evil in the world. They don't know anything about the technology. So it's a very, I mean, we got to get the word out, guys. We got to step up and do that. And then I learned, you know, some of the events in my city, you know, could have been connected to target individuals, and they keep on, you know, they keep on caravanning me and vehicular stalking me, you know, and it was right after, like the day of was the only day. It's the only day in years. The day of that shooting was the only day in years that I was not caravanned by a policeman or sheriff, a city police or sheriff. The only day in years. Wow, that's probably 3 years. Ooh, wow. Because my vehicular stalking wasn't that heavy, you know, for the first like 4 years of this, and then it was just like off the wall. You know, at least a cop a day at the start, and then now it's just incredible. I mean, y'all watch it. There are just like lines of cars with one. They're not like just cars. They don't just send like a line of white cars or a line of silver.